welcoming David Putvin here to the program. RFA 35 is what he's fighting on. It's only a week away. Getting ready to fight Thiago Molses coming up here. You're at the hotel already. You already checked in. So I'm assuming you're in Orem, Utah right now. Is that where you are at Orem?
No, I'm actually just out here in Murray. I'm just kind of hanging out with a girlfriend for Valentine's Day.
Oh, look at you, trying to find some time in between training camp. Is it a good distraction or bad distraction all of a sudden having Valentine's Day?
It's going to be a great distraction. Going to have some food. She's prepared.
Okay, well, then I got to ask, how's your weight? Because you got to worry about making weight here in a couple days.
Yes. So she's very thoughtful. She got it all diet approved for me, and she'll be cooking me some steak, and we'll have some even have some keto desserts going.
Good. All right.
It'll be off.
So what's your weight like right now then?
So I'm at about as 169 this morning. So I'm about 14 pounds out, 13 pounds out.
What will you be the day? Are you someone that likes to wake up on weight the day of weigh-ins, or do you wake up and try to cut a little bit of weight?
So the morning of weigh-ins, I usually try to cut between 9 and 11 pounds is what I typically like to shoot for.
That's a little bit high. In comparison, a lot of guys now are trying to keep it a little bit lower. Is that the way you've always done it, or is that something new that you're cutting 9 to 11 the day of?
No, this is something that I've always done. Even my last fight was actually at 145, and I even did 11 pounds for that cut. And by the time I got down to 145, my teammate hadn't made it down quite yet, so I actually kind of stayed in just for kind of moral support for him for a couple extra. But yeah, feeling good, which is I've never been to that point before where I would just sit extra rounds, but that's how good I was actually feeling.
Are you feeling the same for this fight as well?
Oh yeah, so this is actually my first fight where I'm officially a full-time fighter. So doing that, like I've been doing 2 and 3 a days and got significantly better in that time, which I was excited to see that because it's always something that I kind of imagine myself doing.
So what were you doing for work before you decided to become just full-time fighter and you finally got that ability to be able to do that?
So I actually was a financial consultant for E-Trade, so just kind of helping people with their investments, different things like that. And then was able to put some money in savings to kind of last me through some time here to where I can kind of make it or break it and really make a push for the UFC. And I knew this RFA opportunity was coming up, so I knew in order to perform like I really wanted to that I had to make that big decision.
Yeah, it is a big decision because it's not like you're making tons of money and all of a sudden the UFC calls you. You're making almost no money, and then the UFC calls you and you're making no money when the UFC first calls you. It's like you're brand new. They're not giving you millions of dollars when you first show up on the scene. You got to build your way up. So how long can you survive? Like, what is your date of like, I've got to go back to work at this point? Like, I know you're pretty smart kids. You've got it figured out already.
I've got 18 months, so down to 17 and a half now. And I've got a good amount of time there to where I can kind of coast things out. And then I've got some things in the works, too, that could definitely extend that.
So May, June of 2017, you've either got to be well set up fight-wise, new contracts, make enough money, or we're going to have to go back to work. But which is a nice long time. A year and a half is a lot of time in MMA, especially when you're 7-1. You can get 3-4 fights in still. You're young enough where it's not going to be too bad trying to fight 4 times in a year. So you're definitely
I didn't even count any of my fight money in that either. So that'll just be extra kind of cushion too to kind of ensure that I get those months that I'm looking for.
Let me get this straight. You have 18 months of total living saved up.
Mm-hmm.
So your fight money is just a bonus to go back into that. So every time you fight, you give yourself an extra 2 or 3 months on the back end.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
And you're only 23, right?
Yeah, 23.
Now, why are you so good with financing? You talk to most guys at your level, we see it all the time. They have money and they're blowing through it. Like, oh, I can make it. I help some people with their trades today. I'll go buy a new car. Like, I don't care. I'll make that money again tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. Conor McGregor drives me crazy in that aspect because I know how important that is. Then again, he's also doing extremely well and can do what he does.
So how'd you come up with this brain power, like to save money so well? Like, is it something your parents taught you when you were little, or you're just that way? Just your personality caused you to want to save money all the time, or is this just like your total plan for being a full-time fighter? Was like, I got to save money up so I can do this for real?
Yeah, it was just something. Working in the finance industry, there was actually a guy at my work that had been working at E-Trade for a long time. And I saw kind of the lifestyle he was living with work, but being very comfortable, and just kind of told him, like, hey, what do I need to do to get myself into your position? And then so he kind of set me on a quest as far as he told me to go get a job at a call center first because he didn't want me to just kind of go apply at his work and just not know how to talk to people on the phone, which is definitely a necessary skill there. And then once I got actually hired on with E-Trade, which there's a bunch of financial tests that are extremely difficult to pass. Once I passed all those, then from there he was just kind of teaching me sales strategies, things like that, to where I was able to get that financial consultant position I was looking for.
Wow, good for you. That's awesome. That's good work. So let's talk about what's different then. Now that you're a full-time fighter, what actually has changed in your routine throughout the week?
So right now, when I say I was doing 2 and 3 times a day, that was like not an exaggeration. Like literally since January 4th is when I officially started. I've been doing 2 and 3 sessions every day except for Sundays, where I drive about another hour to Dave Castillo's gym, who's the main event on the card, and an old training partner, still training partner, and I'll drive and go train with him on Sundays. He's got a good group of guys out there at the garage. So, and then during the week, I'm with Jeremy Horn doing grappling, striking, all that kind of stuff at his gym. And then I've got Craig Preisendorf, the superhero maker, where I do all of my dieting, conditioning, everything like that.
Wow, that's awesome. And with all these extra training sessions, all these extra driving, and all these other things, has it cost you more money than you anticipated? Like extra sessions with a strength conditioning coach, or now all of a sudden you're like, I'm at home more, so I have to, rest. Like, financially has it hit you at all that you weren't expecting?
No, actually, I was very thorough as far as what I planned on spending, and I even gave myself a little bit of cushion each month to, all right, this is my wiggle room, and it's definitely tight, but I'm a month and a half into it, and I've stuck to it so far. So as long as I can keep it up.
it really goes a long way to your maturity, being able to save the money, and also too shows how serious you are about making a run, and trying to be the best athlete you can be. Because honestly, you can be a financial planner, a financial consultant into your 80s, but you're only going to be an athlete into your 40s. So you gotta, you have a short period of time to put it together,
Yeah, and I was actually talking with the guy that got me the job, Dave Allred, who was also on the card. So he, after talking with him, we just kind of decided it was actually really good timing for me to get that experience right before going full-time fighting, because a lot of people will go full-time fighting before really kind of getting a career, I guess you could say, to where I have that kind of wiggle room to where I'm comfortable now to where I'm not feeling stressed like I have to always be fighting, and that I can always go to my fallback.
Wow, that's awesome. Dave, thanks so much for coming on here on a Saturday. I appreciate it. Enjoy your Valentine's Day. Have fun up there, and good luck this next week.
Hey, thank you very much.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Hey, have a good one, Frank.